Okay, we're going to fit one of these Lightback panels. You can see this one's a bit corroded there. The other side had been repaired, and I put one in that side. But we'll cut this out. So what we're going to do basically, cut out the old light panel as much as possible without hurting this front balance. That needs a small repair on the end, and a tiny bit on the front edge of the wing, but basically it's all sound. So we've got a bigger hole. You just nibble just with a grinder, cut it out in big chunks and get most of it out until you're just left with the little bits like that around the top edge. This bit in the middle, you can drill these little spot welds out and then tweak them off. Get a chisel under those edges. So there we go, spot weld drill bit. If you're careful, you can just get the sort of the head of it off, twist it round and they'll pop off, and then you've got a face you can clean up. Now, if you're careful with that front edge, you can just get like a chisel underneath, and you find that quite a lot of it sometimes doesn't actually have, it's not actually attached that much. So there's a little weld there. Sometimes you've got to get inside the inner wing area and just like try and tap it in with the hammer. And if you can just sort of get in there and separate the two, you can then get the grinder, cut off one bit of metal. I'll show you in a second. Just tap the chisel under there on the sharp bits. So then you find some of these bits, there isn't really too much holding it on. Let's get the grinding blade and nib in between them. Trapped under my leg, right. Basically cut through the bits you can see, the bits you can get the angle in. So a couple of the middle bits come off where there's no bits, so you just slice through a couple of these and then you just grab that and twist the little bits off. So twist them off, cut the other little bit up. Just keep twisting it and picking it off, and you end up with the tiny little welds there. If they are a bit stubborn, you just have to grind them off, but you can get most of it off. You can see the other side of the spot weld. Those two little dots there. Where is it? You see it in the shadow if I get the right angle. Anyway, see that there, there. That's the other side of those bits. Yeah, sometimes you can cut through bits and then bend them down. Right, this little bit at the end is being a bit stubborn, but this is really thin, so I'm going to cut the edge off, weld a new bit on the end there, make a little bit for that corner. Dress these up and pick what's left of the little bits underneath there, sand them off. Okay, so clean it all up, sand it off the stuff that's underneath that edge, bit in there, the bit in there, bit on that face, a bit under there at the top. Oh, I've just got to sand that off, but done the bit under there, and I've got the bit for that bit. So I just need to see, this one won't quite fit in because it's bigger than the hole. So we've got to sort of bend this corner over slightly, then feed it in and then open it back up. Right, you can sort of tuck that in there, but that is that's not welded there. It's the way that this panel was made and folded, so you can sort of bend these ears down and over, and you just basically get it in there. Right, there you go. It's all dressed. A bit better shape, but so you bend those over a bit, tuck it in, and get it in there. And there we go. Drill a couple of small holes in there, put a couple of spot welds in there, 2 or 3 along the top. You can put a couple of holes in there and plug weld it through the back of where it was. A couple of welds on the corner and then there. I mean, if this was like a modern car, it'd be screwed on with about 4 screws, if that, or something, and a couple of plastic things. So it's not structural. You know, if you get 8 or 10 little spot welds around the whole thing, it will be more than enough. That bit on the inside you have to bend over, make it good. I mean, bear in mind, these are a copy panel, and the cars are all mass produced, stamped out, etc. So just bend these back, and again, put your welds on the top. Make sure that your radiator captive nut holders, these little things, make sure they slide on there nice and that they fit both sides, top and bottom. Otherwise, after you've painted it, you're going to have to mess around and ruin it all. So, hope that helps someone. Yeah, subscribe for more. I will be doing the rest of this car soon, so keep an eye out.